the time has come,
the walrus said.
Welcome back to Metroid 2, ladies and gentlemen. It's a new recording session for me, so I feel the inherent need to welcome people back. But in between sessions, I've gone ahead and backtracked to where the lava originally was. But now that we're down to just 34 Metroids, we're able to progress down here. You might notice kind of just a pattern as we go along in the game. We constantly are killing Metroids, going down some lava that's been removed, killing more Metroids, and then rinse and repeat. It is somewhat repetitive, but then again, the last Metroid game structure was go kill two bosses and then kill a third one, so I don't think they quite understood what structure of Metroid game worked best, at least at the time. Yep, because here, we found the lava, time to go back and find some Metroids. Oh, there's a husk already. There are a lot of things I do like about this game, though, so I won't stay too negative for the Let's Play. I don't know what the deal is with these guys. We step on them, they lower. Gotta free myself from the sand now. Yeah, we just kind of move around them, we have no need to step on them or anything like that. Ooh, there's a Metroid. The best moments of the game are undoubtedly when you know there's a Metroid around the corner, just because of the lack of enemies and maybe the Metroid husk you discovered a moment ago, and you're just anticipating it, you know? These guys here, they kind of remind me of some enemies in the original Metroid game. Just a bit more detailed, I would say, now. We have a save spot here. Might as well. There's really no reason not to save at any point. It takes no time whatsoever. And there are actually multiple save files, I believe, which is quite impressive for a Game Boy game, you know? Another save spot here. Pretty much symmetrical to the previous one. Interesting. Oh. This is not lava, apparently. It's like water, I guess. That's the only way to explain it not hurting us, or it's some other non-harmful liquid. It's kind of hard to tell the difference between this and the lava, given, you know, the Game Boy's limitations and all. Although, this game was kind of a pioneer for the Super Game Boy, which was an add-on released for the Super Nintendo, since that was that out at the time? I think it might have been. Either it was or it was in Japan. Oh, that's a Metroid right there. But the Super Game Boy is just a cartridge for the Super Nintendo that you can then plug Game Boy cartridges into, so that way you can, you know, play Game Boy games on your TV. And it allows you to have color, it has your own customizable border. I might just have a video at one point showing off how the Super Game Boy works, and just the layout of everything. But yeah, Metroid 2 here had a lot of colors for that version that helped kind of, with issues like this, where you can't really tell this is a red missile door, and you can't tell that that's not lava, it's water. Hey Chozo, you don't have anything in your hand there. What, you don't got anything for me? Alright, see you later, I guess. Unless I can go through here. And then we can go up here. Here we have the true power-up. We have the Varya Suit, a returning power-up from the original, only now it's got a little new flavor to it. Samus's appearance has now changed to have massive shoulder pads and a darker color scheme, which this is the iconic Samus design that you see all the time nowadays in Super Smash Bros. On this poster back here, most Metroid covers. And of course the reason for these massive shoulder pads is, you know, it's the Game Boy, it's black and white. We can't just change the color palette like we did in NES for the Varya Suit. We have to do something different. And I think it works really well. This is the design for Samus that would stick. In terms of what the Varya Suit does, I think in both this game and the previous one, it just ups our defense. It's always upsetting with the small screen of a Game Boy just suddenly falling into something like that. There's gotta be a Metroid around here somewhere. But where? Oh, there it is! And it is evolved! It is no longer an Alpha Metroid. But I think a Gamma Metroid? This thing is much larger, does more damage, and it has this kind of taser attack, which can stop some of our missiles, as you can see. It also takes more missiles to die, but it counts just the same for the Metroid counter down there. It's just a way of, you know, making the game harder as you go, and less repetitive. It's a new kind of Metroid, after all. We have another smaller Metroid here. Oh, and there's another Metroid husk here. And this seems like very familiar level design. We have Metroid husks at the end of a long shaft you fall down. two different pathways to go, probably both of which have Metroids. They're really just throwing these guys about. Oh dear. We have a Gamma Metroid in a bunch of sand. This is a finicky fight indeed. But you know what? I think it worked out in our favor. And here... we have a bunch of health and a dead end. Alright, since we missed some Metroids, time to go back. I think we did miss some power-ups too, so I'm gonna do a bit more exploring back here and just try to figure out where we gotta go exactly. I think I already mentioned the spider ball's a little slow, isn't it? And what do we have down this shaft? Well, down this way we have a missile door. Then through here, another Chozo Statue, very nice. Only this time, it seems this is not a power-up, but an enemy, some weird creature of this planet. This reminds me a lot of the Kraid boss fight, how we have to use morph ball bombs and how it has a shell at its back. But beating it gives us the spring ball. At least I think that's what it's called, right? With the spring ball, we can now jump well in morph ball form, which is really nice. Now we can just move along, we don't have to rely on waiting for the bomb to explode, then we go up. Now we can just jump on up. Frankly, I wish it was a feature by default. I do like that there are at least some bosses aside from just Metroids. Well, with that random creature that showed up. Because, you know, it's an alien planet. We should expect more than just one kind of alien. You wouldn't go to Earth and just find it inhabited by cats unless they've taken over. Now, previously we had gone up and past this little wall here with the rock at the bottom, and that was where we got the spring ball, but instead, let's head inside this area. This might be where we find the last Metroid of the sector. Yeah, there it is. And no, it's not an original Metroid. I don't know why they showed it emerging again. It's not like it's a new evolution or anything. There we go. Although, admittedly, it is kind of off-putting to just walk into a room and see an actual Metroid in its shell and everything. Here we go. We got a secret down here. Possibly. Oh, yes, and that's why we want to have the spring ball for sure. Oh, man. This is kind of unfamiliar territory, isn't it? Hey, would you look at that? Another room where they just throw missile expansions at you. And then this way... more missile expansions, because we need those still. And then... there's a missile expansion through the wall there. That we can't currently get to. And an energy tank! I think we have to circle around and go a different way, though. Oh, we have a secret over in this wall. Oh man, this is quite the drop into this path. And here we have the high jump boots. Another power-up returning from the original. We've had a nice mix-up of some new, some old, you know. Now we're on the other side of the wall where we can pick up the energy tank and the missile expansion. Very nice. Why is it enemy still shooting while we're having that whole fanfare going on? Interesting. What was on this side of the room? Was there anything at all? Oh! There is. Another Chozo Statue, this time with the Wave Beam. Another power-up returning from the original Metroid, just a new beam power-up, rather. And this one, once again, shoots these kind of roundabout Cheerios. The Wave Beam is not my favorite. The fact that it's completely required that you use the Ice Beam in the original game means I'm just gonna use the Ice Beam. The fact that they replace each other means I really just don't feel the need to use this one. Although, in this game's case, we don't need the Ice Beam to kill Metroids anymore. We just need missiles, so why not? We'll pick up the Wave Beam, have some fun with it. You know, I like a lot of the sound effects in this game, but the Wave Beam might be my favorite. It's great.